Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just drew this baby mermaid, and I cannot draw. So I want to show you how I go about drawing a baby mermaid. And I love baby mermaids. I think they're just beautiful baby mermaids. So I'm going to, let me see, this is just so scrap papers here. Okay. I'm going to show you how I drew this baby mermaid. And you all follow along and just kind of see what I do here. I got a pencil, got a fine line marker, and I got a few colored pencils and a piece of paper. That's all I have. Now, you might want to have, if you have like a circle shape that you want to trace, which I don't have right here, so that's okay. I'm just going to let me go this way. Now, I always start with her little face. Look at my pencil. It's busted. That's okay. It still works. And so then this is her little face. It's a little bit oversized. Draw it with a pencil. Oh, you need an eraser too. And this is the only kind of eraser I like. And this one was lost for a while, and I just found it. I was so happy to find my eraser. I think I'm going to buy a dozen, so I have 11 to lose and 1 to use. Okay, so there. Now that's that circle. And her eyes now, see how her eyes, I put her eyes very close to the bottom. So her eyes are here very close to the bottom, and then a little smile. And then she can have some freckles too. I like little baby mermaids to have some freckles. Oopsie daisies, I got this. I got to get away from that autofocus thing because it'll make life miserable. Okay, so now, there we go. Now, the next thing I do is I want her to have hair. See how I put her hair here? So what I do is I come from the side of this circle up here, and I just kind of go like this, and that's kind of her hairline, and then come on this side, and see, there's her hairline, and then I'll just put some hair strands kind of to match that hairline. Everybody's got different hairdos, so it doesn't have to be the same hairdo. I'll just get me some hairlines there. And then she needs to have, she's going to have hair also that it maybe is in a ponytail. So we're going to put some hair up here because it's kind of floating in the water, you know. So you can make whatever kind of hair. You can have like little curls in it or whatever you can have. So you can have that hair like this. Okay, but then we need to have a bow here. We need to have a bow. So let me see how I'll make that bow. And see, I'm just drawing over all my lines before. So this is going to be my bow. That's her bow and her hair right there. All right, let's see. Now, this side's a little bit, I got to make that side a little bit bigger, so I'll just go like that. Okay, now, that's pretty much her whole hair and her face. Then I'm going to go here. See how I started kind of at the bottom of her hair, and see this shape is just I curved around. So I start here and I just make a curve around like this. Okay, just that curve went around like this. And then I'm going to make like a U shape here, because then that's her tail. And then I want to come in like this. And then I want her to have like a chubby belly, because she's just a baby. She's just a baby. Babies have chubby bellies. So then I'm going to go down here like this and come back in pretty much at the side of her mouth there, I guess. And then I'm going to draw a line here. That's where her fin kind of separates from her tail. Her tail from the Well, the whole thing's her tail. I don't know. And then here we have her waist. Okay, so that's her waist, see? So she's got the line for the waist and the line here for the tail. Now, then we want, okay, I want her arms. See, her arms are going to kind of come from the middle here, is of her, from here to here, the middle. And I'm going to just take that arm, just make a curve here, get her little hand there. And let's go like this, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing perfect. And then her other arm is going to come like this way. Put the thumb in the middle, or whatever. Yeah, this, okay. Oh, this arm has to be a little bit wider right here, okay? Now, she's also going to need to have, let's see, and then see, I gave her some pearls. So I'm going to have the pearls start here at her arm. We're going to just go down around, and then it's going to go, so it's like from one armpit to the other. And that's her little pearls. And then I wanted her holding this little shell. So I just drew kind of a little shell shape. Oops, that's not very good. Let's go this way. So now when you're drawing, like I said, oops, that didn't look right, then I just went over it again. Now, when you see this, you see a whole bunch of lines overlapping and overcrossing. And even my tail, I'm not real happy with that tail, so I'm going to make it just a little bit wider than that, I think, like that. Like that. Okay, that's better. So then I'm going to just take lines here in this tail, and I'm just going to kind of make it look like a tail. I know. All the mermaids I've seen before kind of look like this. And then I'm just going to make the scales by just making all these U's. And just go across like this way. And they don't have to be like perfectly spaced or anything, because she's going to be a perfect mermaid no matter how you do it. And so, and I think one of the secrets is to make sure her head is big. By having her head almost looks like it's oversized from the body, it really makes her look like a little cherub. See how her, in fact, this one I think I should have made her head just a little bit bigger, but by having that big head. So then you have all your lines pretty much where you want them, but you can see where you've crossed over. Now, so then what I start doing is I use my fine line marker. What I've got here is a Spectrum Aqua, but it's got a fine line tip on it. So I am going to start outlining the parts I want to be outlined first, like the parts that come to the top layer, you know. So I know the bow, so I'm going to trace that bow, and only trace the lines that I'm happy with, because if I switched, like here, I switched that line out, I made a new line because that one side I thought was too small. So there's my bow. I want that there just like this. So now I'm going to trace her head, and I want to, and so now see, I won't trace any of these lines inside that bow again. I'm going to just trace the circle that made her head. And that one, I want that whole thing traced. Okay? And her hair. Now when I trace her hair, I'm not going to trace the part that shows under that bow. I'm just going to trace over the parts of her hairdo that I want to show. Okay, there's her hair. I didn't trace it exactly like my pencil marks even. And that's okay, because I'm going to erase those pencil marks. See there? So now, and then she's got hair coming up here. And so we'll make that hair. And see, now I'm not even tracing exactly like my pencil marks at all. But it gives me an idea, you know. Okay, let's see. And so we've got some hair up there. Then I'm going to trace around her little eyes. And her little freckles. And a little smile. See there? Now I pretty much have all that traced up there. I want her pearls to be traced because those are showing all the way. And then I want to trace her arms. Okay, so this arm kind of goes behind the pearls. There we go. And then this one, see, the arm is in front of the body, so I want to trace that arm first. Okay, before the body. The shell is good, so I'm going to trace. I got to get it a little closer to her hand, though, because she's holding it with both hands. So, there's her shell. And then I'm going to go to her body. See, so now that when I trace the body down here, I'm going to be sure and not overlap my line and make sure that it comes from behind the necklace, behind the arm. And then the rest of her body, as long as you're happy with it with the pencil. Here we go. And then we'll make the waistline and the line that separates the little flipper from her tail. And then we'll go again with the scales. Because, you know, she's part fish, so she has scales. And so, and now as I'm tracing them, I'm not even tracing them exactly the same as my pencil. But my pencil gave me an idea of where I wanted them. So, and we're going to just do this little thing like this. We're going to get that like this, and we're going to just keep. And so, you know, a lot of people I've said it myself, I can't draw with a flip. But, you know, you can draw. Nothing has to be perfect. And, no, you know, whimsical. If you do whimsical drawing, I like that better than trying to do perfect, because doing perfect and then you don't come out perfect, it's like sad, you know. So when you're doing a whimsical drawing, then nothing has to be perfect, you know. It's whimsical. So, and another thing is to look at different videos that show you maybe in a childlike way. I do that myself, you know, teaching beginner drawing for children. I am my mother's child, you know, I'm my father's child, so I'm children, so I look at them. And so now that I've got all of my lines where I want them, I got them all traced over with the fine line marker, I'm going to erase every bit of my pencil. Now all my pencil lines are being erased. So if I went over them pencil lines more than once to get maybe the size a little bit better or something, it doesn't matter because they're all erased. All that showing. And this white eraser, and I don't know what you call them, but they're white. This one's Royal Land something. I don't have my glasses on. But these white erasers, an eraser on a pencil, I don't know why. Even this one's white. But eraser on a pencil, why do they put them there? Because all it does is makes a big smeared up mess. In the ones that I have seen anyway. Just a big old smeared up mess. And see there? Now, I've got all those pencil lines erased. All that's left on there is my fine line marker lines. So then, if I wanted to, I could add something to that. I could maybe, no, I don't want to do that. I was going to, I do want to do that. Let me see, just change that bow around a little bit by adding a little something there. Or maybe if I wanted more hair, I could put more hair strands. Yeah, I'm giving her a few curls. But anyway, that's kind of a thing there. And then let's put some bubbles. For some reason, we're going to put bubbles. Because she's in the water, Okay, and so then it doesn't take much to just go ahead and color her. So I'm going to use the yellow in her hair. And so then again, look, you don't have to do anything special, don't anything fancy. I'm just coloring her hair, and I want her to be a little blondie, so I'm using yellow. And you can have her have blue hair, purple hair, whatever. And so even though these hairs are in strands here, I'm just kind of coloring around. Just coloring around the hair. Just not each strand independently. No, just not. We're being very whimsical here. Very whimsical. See there? Now, and then we'll make her make her flipper here, her little flip flop, whatever you call that end of her tail. I'll do that one green. And then I have an orange here. I'm going to make the rest of her be a little bit orange. And again, this is whimsical. This is not anything fancy. Just whimsical. Okay, and then maybe her pearls. Let's see, what do I have? A pink. Let's do some pink pearls. So I'm just going to color in her little pearls. I'll make them pink. And then I'm going to make her bow as well pink. And then her shell, let me reach down here and get another. This is kind of a greenish blue. I just picked another. And I'm going to just color the shell. Again, she's whimsical. She's whimsical. She's beautiful. Let me see. Do I want to color her face? Let me see. I'm just going to make her, this is a pinkish color. Or something. Yeah. So it's a lighter flesh colored. You can color her any color though. Even mermaids. They don't have to be a flesh color of any kind, because mermaids are just mermaids. So you can give her any kind of a complexion that you want her to have. Any kind of a complexion. And so you can get any color in the flesh colors to the browns. And But if you want her to be lavender, you make her lavender. You know, and this one I'm just kind of making a flesh color. Now see, I think my tail. Uh-oh, it's my husband. He must have got his phone fixed. Just a minute. Hello, Papa.
Hi, dog, and I'm calling you a new hello.
Oh, you had to get a new one?
Yeah.
They couldn't fix the other one?
Actually, when I got down here, the lady was able to turn the phone on, but she told me that with that particular phone that I had,
Yeah.
It has a history of doing that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so she said, now you can still keep using this, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, well, she wanted to sell you a new phone. So you got a new phone, so that's good.
Yeah.
You thank Donald Trump or somebody, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well then I'm doing a little video, so I'll see you when. Okay, now you're gonna go buy wild bird seed.
Yep.
Okay. You be real careful out there. Wear that mask.
I will, darling. I love you.
I love you too. Bye bye.
Okay.
Okay, now Papa's phone's been giving him a terrible fit. Okay, how do you turn this off? Right here. Now, and so he had to go and get a new phone. But he had his stimulus money, so that's good he had that still, because that's what bought him a new phone. So we don't buy expensive phones, we just buy phones. And goodness knows if he didn't have a phone and couldn't play Pokemon, that would not be good. Okay, so there, that's better. I kind of put a little bit more of a darker orange in there too. Excuse my boarding house reach here. I want to get this. I'm going to use the broad end and I'm going to go here, kind of just to separate her. On this one, see, I put black. But you can put black too, to kind of just separate. And you don't have to do anything, you know, just do that way. And so anyhow, that is my, let me put this green in here so she's got like little green eyes. Isn't she adorable? I like, maybe she wants highlights in her hair. I wonder if she does want highlights, you know. I didn't ask her personally, but, or low lights, whatever you call them. Just give her some lights. I mean, you never know what the water does to their hair, you know, because I guess it depends on whether or not they're in salt water or fresh water. Not pretty now. I love that. I love her. I think she's just beautiful. I think she's just beautiful. And she's got like the, I just want to keep on keeping on. But I just wanted to show you how I draw my little baby mermaid. And they won't all come out exactly the same. If you make them shorter this way, then they look plumper even. But that's what I do. That's just how I do my little mermaids. That's my little baby mermaids. And I'm not artist. I'm not an artist. I doodle and I do, and you can come up with such cute little things. But I think the trick into making the babies is make sure they have a large circle head to start, a large circle head to start, and then go from there. And there's like a U shape there, and then a bigger U shape here, and let it go into a tail shape. You can have her carrying anything. I have her carrying a shell, but she doesn't have to be carrying anything. And I just wanted to show you that because I wanted to make a video too. And so I'm going to read us some wisdom. We always need wisdom. So Louise Hay is full of wisdom. Bless her heart. Let her rest in peace. I am my own unique self. Everyone is unique and different. If if we are like other people, then we are not expressing our own specialness. And that is very, very good, because we are all different. And there are some people that kind of judge other people because they're different. And because they're different. And so they get judged. But everybody in the world is different. That's what makes our world go round. And there's some people say, oh, I don't like that person because that person's different. Well, no, that's no reason to dislike somebody. Everybody is unique. Everybody is different. And so may not be your style of people, but that's the way it is. Okay, I ask God to bless you every step you take, every move you make, and let you be safe, secure, and happy. And I will see you on the next video. God bless.